Alright, I have another update, and this is kind of the big one. Today, my son moved in to his own apartment. Finally, which is amazing. I hope he's going to be able to keep it. He is in a subsidized apartment. I believe that they are paying for the apartment directly, so he's not going to have to write the check himself. That, they'll pull it directly for him, and take it first so that he doesn't have the opportunity to spend the money, although he's really good at getting overdrafts. I think I've seen 4 of them this month. I don't know. Kids gotta grow up. And what he's been spending it on is going to hotel rooms because he can't stand where he's been. Pop? There's 3 or 4 of the cats. I haven't seen Perry. Of course, usually he's off in these woods somewhere and he comes crashing down on his own. I saw him earlier. I had all 5 of them in the yard all at once. It was wild. So, this is gigantic. He's finally did it. I think what finally pushed him to the edge was he had a Switch game system, and it was stolen, and it was like, okay, that's it. I got to get out of this situation. So fantastic, though. If he can maintain it, he also has to keep the place clean. Hygiene is not his high point. I believe he has been wearing the same clothes for the last 3 weeks. It's just disgusting. But whatever. Whatever. I just can't. I can't. Yeah. I can't think about that. What I have to think about is huge, massive milestone. And he is totally out of my house. And this week, I have been basically working like a dog, because I can't have him in my car, and I can't have him in my house. He gets violent. So I had to go through all his stuff and pick it up, and this is going to be so nasty. I don't go in his room. I just don't deal with his room. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 right now. And I definitely saw Pansy, but she usually doesn't come this far because heart problems, and Perry is doing whatever. Anyway, I found chicken bones in his room. I'm amazed I don't have bugs. I just, ugh. It's so gross. But they're gone now. And I was just going to take his clothes and just throw. That one's not mine. This is the friendly little cat that hears me and comes out. I was just going to throw his stuff and let him deal with the laundry. And I was like, no, I can't. I did, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 loads of laundry or something like that this week for him. Hi, cat, that's not mine. I don't know where Poppy is. He's the one that needs to walk. Anyway, so, actually, I'm going to come back down here and just hang out with these cats. I don't know where Poppy went. He's the one that needs to walk anyway, so whatever. I'll come back this way. There's Poppy. They like me to sit on the side of the street anyway. It's cats, but so now here comes the avoidance stuff, which is why you people watch the channel, obviously. It is really, really, really hard now. It's great that I'm not going to be abused. And now I have this empty room in my house that I don't know what I'm going to do with, but all his stuff is out. He's not allowed back. The being alone thing is hard. It's really hard. I also, it was, my son, he doesn't like to do anything, even for himself. He doesn't like to do any work. He likes to be coddled. He likes to fight. So I had the car completely jam-packed with all this stuff. Now, of course, he doesn't want me to come into his apartment. He also wanted me to park in front of the building on a street where there's construction, which is absolutely illegal, for him to dump everything out. He was point blank refusing to do anything, and then decided to hop into my car, which he's not supposed to be in there, and sat on stuff trying to break it, because in the front seat that's where my stuff was and all the rest of it was his, and just screaming at me and yelling and starting to get threatening. And then finally, thank God, he had a friend show up to help him move, who calmed him right down. And I was like, oh. And then they were working. And then, helped him say, okay, well, obviously, if there's a parking lot to the apartment building, then there's also a door you can access. You don't need to go through the front door. That sort of thing. And so the kid got him to listen, where it just doesn't matter. He just wants to fight with me. Just nuts. But the validation I got was the kid said that that's just the way my son is with everybody. And that his first instinct is to huff and puff and fight people. And that he's constantly having people get in between. And either try to call him out on it, because of course he, like most bullies, doesn't actually want to fight because he doesn't want to get, attacked and hurt himself. But that's basically his constant MO. That's what he does. So it's not just me. Because that's the thing, is you think you're crazy. It's like gaslighting. It's like, if he's not like this with anybody else, then what the heck? Am I making this up? I go through that a lot. Where I'm thinking, I'm talking about stuff and this just can't be real. Actually, for instance, to make this video, I had to delete some old videos off my memory, and I was looking through and I saw the the videos that I took in March when I was sick, and I'm kind of like, I know I was sick, but I feel like, cat going somewhere, I feel like it's not true. Oh, she's in the tree. This one's gonna go get her. And I don't know why I think that. I second guess my own memory. I second guess my own feelings all the time. It is part, oh, there she is. She's by the fire plug. I think it's a she. I don't know if it's a she or a he. Playing with my cat. There we go. Maybe they're actually in a fight. That would be interesting. No, see, Poppy is a lover, not a hater. Yeah, I think that there's no part of anything to do with me that's valid. And I don't think my memories, because again, it's exactly what would happen with my mother, is she would act so different around me than she would with anybody else. With my father, same thing. In the family, he was violent, and other people just thought he was a great guy. And, that cat's up in the tree. I purposefully didn't let my son hang out with my father very much because he was violent toward me right up until about, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago when he really started to get his dementia going. And it was one of the things. I was like, I'm not going to have my son watch me get beaten by somebody. I think that's abusive to a child, to watch their parents be abused. So I don't know how he picked up on it. It's one of the reasons why I say I have this black spot in my soul, because everybody treats me this way. How is that learned behavior? Everybody treats me this way, and I don't know that I'm getting people, training people to do that, to treat me that way. I don't know. Oh my goodness, my cat is up on their porch. That's not cool. They're not supposed to be on the neighbor's yard. This cat is like, you see the tree shaking? No, you can't. Let's see if I can get going. No, you can't see it with the light on either. She's really going up that tree. I say she because my black cats are all girls. So, I don't know. But that is definitely part of how my avoidant personality disorder manifests. Is my lack of trust in everybody is just, see, I look at it on a continuum. It is technically a lack of trust. I don't trust that people are going to be decent human beings. On the contrary, I assume everybody's going to be selfish little shit. And that they're going to abuse you the second they get a chance. That's still a form of trust. It's an opposite trust, but definitely that's from my past. That's how I'm treated. So it was really wild to have this person, and I explained to the kid, he can't be in my house, and that's why he's not there. It's not that I don't want him. It's not that I don't like him. It's not that I don't want to care for my son. It's really hard not to. It's that he's so violent, he can't be there. And the kid was like, oh, I had no idea. He's like, well, this is another same type of situation. Sort of like a mentor to my son. He's like, yeah, well, my mom kicked me out because I kept trying to get in between the fights with her and my father. And I was like, I did not kick my son out. It was not me. But I can't ever let him back in the house. Can't let him in my car because he's violent to me in the car. He can't stop himself. I mean, but he can. He can completely control it. So, somebody's having fun. They're a good quarter mile away. I'm sure you can hear that. Look at these cats getting on the neighbors' yards. That's what I call it, the neighbor's yard. They're not supposed to be on anybody's yard. I don't know. So that's what's going on. My kid is out of the house. I have an empty room. That maybe I'll do something with, and I don't know. And I've lost my cats. So I guess sitting here didn't do the trick. I do definitely feel like crap about it, though. I feel so proud of my kid, and on the other hand, it's like another huge string cut. Because he only calls me if he needs something from me. Oh, there's another one of my cats. If he needs money or he needs a place to stay or something like that. So I have no life, basically. This is... I keep working more and more and more. And I'm being taken advantage with for that, too. Because what I've been doing is... basically covering for other people's vacations, and now other people are like, oh, well, I guess I can just not show up and you'll be the one that'll cover. Which, here they came back. They came back. And I mean, it is online stuff. It's not that difficult. It's not that taxing. It's just a time suck. But then again, I'm not doing anything else. I'm not interacting with people. I am literally not doing anything else. Reading books. Let's see. Oh, how the heck? The cat is going from tree to tree. Yeah. What? Is it time for me to get going again? Is that what you're fetching about? I read a book called Hex. Oh, there's one of my boys. Really good. Crazy witch story. Let me see, what else did I read? I just read Survivor Song, which is about a pandemic of super rabies that they bite you and you've got 1 hour to get treatment or else you die of rabies. I just read Devolution, I think it's called, which is a crazy Bigfoot story. Don't ask me why I'm reading all these. They're just the ones that popped up. People recommended them. And I read them. Without a doubt, Hex that was a knockout. And that guy totally cheated. I'm like 2 thumbs up. He wrote this book first in his native language, I think was Swedish, and had it published. Got all the criticism of everything that was going wrong in this book. and then did, is that car coming? Yeah, an English translation. And he did his own translation and fixed all the problems. And I'm like, yes. That is genius. Don't I wish I could do that? Get like whatever it was, 10,000 beta readers. I don't know. My next trip, I have a countdown. It says 17 days. It's not a foreign trip. I don't know if it's gonna work. I mean, when I was doing these trips as sort of a adaptive coping technique thing, and I was going to brand new places I'd never been before, and stacking them up one on top of each other, and going for radically different experiences. The one I did last summer, it was the first time I drove with all the signs in a different language. Whoa, that was an experience. I mean, talk about concentration. Then, when I was in Rome, it was just, balls to the walls, saturation. I was just not stopping, and it was just go, 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 go. And just, it was all tourist stuff. It was also pure immersion, because this is a city that's like, they don't in any way, shape, or form separate out. Like, this is where the tourist area is. Everything is totally, 1 block away is as normal life as can be. Again, radically different, totally different language. I didn't even speak one word of. Well, I mean, who can't say ciao? Other than that, again, and then this if I go to Africa, I mean, as different as it can be. Well, now I'm going to Disney World, and I've been there, I think, 4 times with my son. And again, if I'm trying to find foreign places that are in the U.S., that's where the best fake is, in a very small scale. But I've been there with my son. Now, the thing is that I was there with my son when he was a little kid, and he wasn't acting like he's been acting for the past 5-10 years. Not 10 years. Well, 5 years, yeah, 5 years. Easy that he's been so extreme in his behaviors. I went when he was a nice little kid. I also, because when you're dealing with an autistic child who hadn't been through the therapy and who really needed to have the interventions, I remember one thing. I don't think I looked up and out the entire time I was there. Which is why I'm like, yeah, I can do this. I mean, it's going to be like the first time I've gone, and also massive memories. So I'm expecting like a deja vu effect, really, really bad. But it's going to be strange going and not doing all the stuff. When my son would go, we would be so regimented, like we had to do things in a certain way, that, like, do my own thing is going to be weird. Kind of helps that it's going to be weird down there, because, oh, don't squish my cats. I know you're going 900 miles an hour. Please don't squish my cats. I'm an ass. For the record, that guy was going at least half again the speed limit of this road. Anyway, Yeah, there'll be like no people there. It's going to be great for avoidance. And all the things that we're supposed to do if I was going with my kid, they're not available to do. I think my biggest problem is going to be the heat. But then again, it's been insanely hot, like 90 every day, and it's super humid, and I've been packing the house, and it's been annoying. I don't know that my hair has dried fully in the last week. Oh, come on. Cats, where are you? Please don't squish my cats. At least my cats have a clue. Hey, girl. There's one right here. I can see her, y'all can't. Anyway, well, until I put the light on. It'll be different. It'll be very different. I might hate it. I might be flashbacking the entire time. Can you see? No, you can't. Oh, the stars behind the clouds. I don't know if it'll work. If it doesn't work, okay, there's a test. The test is go someplace radically different and do it faster. I mean, this was pretty quick. I do think it was like 6 weeks. I don't know. You can actually check when they opened it up again as far as when they started taking reservations. But I got everything totally nailed down and planned really, really fast. I actually, I've had everything, all my lists done. I mean, I basically just have to pack my suitcase, more or less. And that's about it. Ooh, spooky. Can you see it? The moon behind the clouds? I don't know what she's meowing at. What's the matter, Pix? There must be some animal over here. I haven't seen a possum for a while. So I don't know. I mean, I should focus on that. Now that I had this huge, major life, milestone. My son is out of the house. None of his stuff is there. He's got no reason to come back, except to see me, or maybe the cats. I have this way zoomed in. Let's get this back a little bit. So he's not coming back. Which means I'm safe. But that also means I've got no human connection in my life. And I've got nothing sort of to focus on. Redo the room at the house, I guess. Trying to not get my cat squished by these cars going by. See, they're smart cats. Anyway, you would think I would be much more optimistic, but I'm not. I'm still worried. I still feel like there's no point. I still feel like somebody's out there telling tales about me, and people would believe other people rather than me. Plus, I don't speak up. I don't say, hey, let me give you the real story, the counter story. even do it today with my son's friend on purpose. It was just like, okay, yeah, you can't come to the house. You know, it wasn't me, I can't come to... Because people think it's weird. When he was in the shelter and I would like go there and drop stuff off for him, they're like, you're his parent and you're dropping stuff off for him? What? That's not the norm. Usually kids are in that situation because their parents kick them out. I didn't. And I didn't actually want him to go. I wanted him to not treat me the way he was treating me. I waited way too long. Come on, guys, don't get squished. What? Don't get squished, don't get squished. They're doing construction here in my house, so they're not supposed to use this area as a, cut through, but I think people are doing it more and more and more. Anyway, that's the update. I wish I felt optimistic. I wish I felt like released. I wish I felt better. I feel worse. This is a way of when it's worked. Even when you're working really hard for something, even when it's exactly what you've wanted and dreamed for, it's still, you feel terrible about it and you feel like you've been kicked in the teeth. Here's Perry. There's Perry. Well, I found Perry. Okay, I guess that's a sign that I need to turn off the thing and put this out there because I'm repeating myself. Anyway, there it is. Bye. Oh wait, let you see Perry. He really is there. Perry. Okay, bye.